Hey Aquarius, welcome to your March 2021 general reading. Of course, it's general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. As always, in the description box below, there's information about the cards that I used, as well as how to book a one-on-one with me. For all you aspiring readers out there, there's also a link to my new tarot course, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. So let us see. Let's get some cards on the table. Woo, a little stubbornness there. Not unusual for you, Aquarius, no offense. All right, so we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. Balance, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Regret, I know that I cannot change the past, and indecision, I use intuition in all aspects of my life. So, coming to terms with some things that have happened in the past that are probably keeping you from making a choice, maybe to walk away from something, or maybe to step into something. Perhaps you're going back into something that you once left behind and deciding whether or not that is a good choice for you, deciding what needs to stay, what needs to go in order for you to carry this out in some form or fashion. Underneath, we have worry. So it could be some circumstances that you're concerned will change, or that or what you will have to leave behind, a certain amount of uncertainty, as always, right? Growth, power. Finding out, I feel like, the mystery of your power. There may be some ways in which you've shown up in which you've kind of lost your power a little bit, or maybe learning to navigate new ways of realizing your power and utilizing it out in the world. Being powerful doesn't make you a supervillain. I feel like it's a certain amount of confidence it takes to show up in your power. Here we have psychic and balance, and so there's a need to kind of bring yourself back into a place of rest and relaxation in order to know how to move forward, move ahead. I feel like there's something about going within, getting kind of realigned with your goals, with your intentions, in order to come to a place where things are okay. You accept the things that have happened in order to accept the things that are about to come forward for you. And then we have water with indecision and regret. So yes, having to deal with the emotional body. We have release here at the bottom. So it's like something that you want to release, but there are a lot of emotions coming up surrounding it. Perhaps a little resistance, a little bit of hesitation. Maybe you're upset with a choice that you've recently made and you're not really quite sure how to get out of it, right? You're not really quite sure how to make your way forward just yet. Let's see. We have the High Priestess here with power and growth. And there's something here that maybe you are resisting to some degree because you feel like there have been a lot of situations where you yourself have been oppressed or have been exposed to someone else's abuse of power. Here we have the Nine of Cups with psychic and balance, and this is a wish fulfillment card, and you really want to seek more balance. You want to be a part of something. It feels almost like you've been working so hard you haven't really been able to show up fully in certain areas that you've created some things for yourself that you now can't enjoy. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles with water, regret, and indecision. But something new is coming in for you. You know it. You want something new. You desire something new. Are you willing to reach out and grab it? There's something here about kind of resisting that. Here's that Queen of Wands too. There's a message about needing to move, needing to change things, needing to do things a different way. Perhaps you're getting more responsibilities that you're afraid of taking on because you know you're assuming the cost of them already. We have the Ace of Cups with the High Priestess. There's something that you've been calling in. You know it's right there on the horizon, but there's a certain sacrifice you need to be willing to make and come to peace with. We also have the High Priestess again with this Nine of Cups, but sometimes it's like you're having to work too hard. You feel like you're not going to be able to really cinch your way through. You're going to kind of get lost in the shuffle, lost in the back and forth. You're afraid of dipping your foot in and then getting fully submerged into something. And then we have the Page of Swords with this Queen of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles. Being really afraid, really wanting to show your stuff here, but also being afraid that might keep you in a certain position or keep you unable to move in certain ways. And then we have the Death card, which is like you feel like there's something that you're having to let go of by showing fully in this situation. And it's really needing to get over yourself. Maybe you might be in over your head in some way, shape, or form and not really feeling supported in some way, feeling like you don't have enough time. Maybe there's something about work-life balance here and you feel like you're not getting the balance that you need in this way. Here we have the Queen of Wands here with this Ace of Cups and this High Priestess. It's something about needing to be confident and knowing what you have to offer, but doing so in a way that's clever. You may kind of go outside of the norm in terms of protocol, but you're doing things your own way, and that is necessary in order to build a sense of leadership and in order to cultivate your power. Here we have the King of Swords, which is the Sage of Crystals in this deck, and with this, it's like you're clear on what actions you need to take and what you want to do, but it's a matter of perhaps working too hard to force those things to happen. Maybe you're creating some dissonance or some pressure and not really, it's like you're doing the opposite of what you need to do. You're working in ways that are counterintuitive to your ultimate goal here. And then we have the King of Wands here with Death and the Page of Swords. So it's necessary for you to really get engaged with your feelings, using the right feelings to move forward, really leaning into what your strengths are, what you're capable of, and fully embodying that here. It's not so much about what you know, it's about the experience that you have to make something happen. So letting go of the need to perhaps be an expert or to perhaps overwhelm yourself with certain amounts of information in order to make something happen. You have got to be able to spread your wings, to be able to express the full spectrum of what it is that you've experienced, what you know. Maybe somebody's asking for feedback here. Not so much about it's not so much about what you do or what you know. It's about what do you know and understand about what you've done so far and what you've seen so far and what you're attempting to bring into form, getting really clear on your goals and intentions moving forward in order for something to be offered to you, in order for there to be a little bit of compromise or negotiation of some sort. So that is what I have for you. I feel like it's moving away from the past and the ways that you've kind of moved through it before, and because you've been resisting this certain amount of vulnerability or transparency when people approach you and really wanting to know more about you or know about what you have to offer. Get really serious about it. It's not a bad thing to speak your truth here. Underneath here we have art, which I absolutely love, and so it's like you got to be able to kind of play with what's there in order to concoct some type of remedy for whatever it is that ails you in this time. So that is what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.